Is this the most intriguing wildcard game of the week? Two elite 2025 quarterbacks facing elite 2025 secondaries. 12-win Buffalo Bills hit the road with its stars rested. Josh Allen and company looking at a playoff field that doesn't include Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. If not now, then when?
Simple, man. All I ask is everything you got for 60 minutes. That's
Allen may not have to get past Mahomes and Lamar, but the guy who awaits down in Duval had a much better year than either of those guys. Trevor Lawrence should be right in the thick of the MVP convo. His Jaguars should be front and center when talking about the final dance, too.
Trevor's into the end zone, touchdown! He ran it in.
heck down too loud, boy. Heck down too loud, boy.
Jacksonville with 8 straight wins. They are rolling, to use the parlance of the neighborhoods they call home. The Freddie D's and Good Place Jasons are on tilt right now. Watched their boys lay the wood to Tennessee to finish the year on a high note. 41-7 win to lock up the division. Trev ending his regular season blazing. 255 yards, 3 TDs, no picks, a 131 rate.
Lawrence the fake, floats it out there. It is a touchdown. It's Quinton Morris.
Bills get maybe the hottest quarterback in the game right now. Lawrence has been on a tear, 2+ TDs in 6 of his last 7 games, a 100+ rate in 5 of his last 6, only 1 INT over his last 6. In turn, Jacksonville's offense has gone for 25+ points, 9 of its last 10.
Lawrence looking end zone, wide open, touchdown, Jacoby Myers.
They finished 6th in scoring at 27 a game. Top 10 good in the red zone, in part because Lawrence also ran in a team-high 9 touchdowns this season.
Lawrence will keep. Trevor Lawrence to the end zone.
Again, seems just as valuable as any player I saw this year. Now the true test, show out in the postseason, which will not be easy to do versus Buffalo secondary. They held quarterbacks to a 79 rate, to a 59% completion rate, just 6.2 per attempt allowed. All those are elite, and no team holding passing attacks to fewer yards per game at 156.
Oh my goodness! Look out here! Christian Benford, gift wrapped, touchdown!
Buffalo's D not great on 3rd down or in the red zone, but they faced the 4th fewest red zone attempts by making it hard to get there. 7th fewest yards per game allowed, held teams to 21 points per game as a result.
And the ball comes out, and Benford has it, and the Bills have a scoop and scored.
Not a heavy blitzing team, didn't rack up a ton of sacks or takeaways, didn't play the run well, but safeties Cole Bishop and Jordan Poyer, injury watch for his hammy, cornerbacks Christian Benford, Trey Day, and Taron Johnson made things tough on all 3 pass catcher types. Top 10 in rate allowed versus running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers. Lawrence uses all 3 types. Parker Washington has been the hottest pass catcher as of late, 87 yards and a TD in their finale, 87+ yards 3 straight games, led the team in each contest.
Lawrence, shot to the end zone for Washington, touchdown!
Washington led the team this year with 847 yards. Brian Thomas went for 707 over his 14 games, averaging 50 yards per outing.
Watch this route by Brian Thomas. Watch this. Nope, I'm going. That is phenomenal.
And Jacoby Myers compiled over 800 yards between Vegas and Jacksonville, 53 yards per game for the Jags, just consistently has shown up with a couple big catches every game since joining the fold.
Lawrence in a clean pocket over the middle. There's Jacoby Myers.
Tight end Brenton Strange, 7 games with 40 to 93 yards. Same deal, a steady contributor in the 12 games he got in.
Lawrence throws on the move, and Brenton Strange, 20 yards on his first touch of the day.
Travis Etienne with a 3 TD receiving game under his 2025 belt. Not a huge dual threat type most games. Ran for over 1,100 yards though, 4.3 per, 7 TDs.
Etienne on the edge, breaks a tackle, now weaving into space. Etienne, an ankle tackle.
Etienne and Lawrence could do some damage on the ground. Buffalo was one of 4 teams that gave up over 5 yards per carry, 5 per attempt allowed to running backs, only 2 teams worse.
Henderson is off to the races. Look at May. Does he have another one in him? May sprung him. He does.
That front not too adept at tracking down quarterbacks either, last in yards per carry allowed to the position, and only 36 sacks. They do have 2 solid threats though, and they pressured quarterbacks at a solid rate. Joey Bosa had 5 sacks, Gregory Rousseau led the team with 7.
And now he can't get away from Rousseau!
Lawrence took 41 sacks, which ranks 20th, has taken 2+ in 5 of his last 7 games.
Lawrence retreating. This time they get there.
So Lawrence took 41 sacks, ran in 9 touchdowns, threw 29 TDs against 12 interceptions. Josh Allen took 40 sacks, punched in 14 TDs along the ground, threw 25 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. Maybe they should have made that BFF commercial with Trev and Josh. They were close to twinsies this year.
Allen steps up, fires, and he's got Knox in the end zone for a touchdown.
Allen, problem number 1 for Jacksonville's defense. James Cook, number 2. Like Lawrence, maybe should be talked about in the MVP chatter. He led the league in rush yards at 1,621 on over 5 yards per carry, scored 14 times total.
Looking for the angle! Touchdown! Wow! Tremendous run!
Those 2 guys mainly fueled Buffalo's offense to 28 points per game, 4th most, 4th best on 3rd down, 3rd best in the red zone.
Trying to get there, extends his arm. He's in. Touchdown!
So we have an offense 4th in scoring, getting in the ring with the Jags defense 8th in scoring at 19 a game. Not great on 3rd down or in the red zone, but like Buffalo's defense, don't let very many teams pass the 20. Faced the 4th fewest red zone attempts. Only the Bears had more than their 31 takeaways.
It's picked off. Intercepted by Antonio Johnson with a house call.
And like Lawrence, Allen is going up against a top-shelf secondary that hasn't had much help from its pass rush. Jacksonville's DBs pulled off one of the biggest turnarounds you'll ever see in 1 year. They were 31st in rate allowed in 2024, last in yards per game and yards per attempt allowed, only 6 picks. 2025 held quarterbacks to a 78 rate, 5th lowest, 6.2 yards per attempt, 3rd lowest, 22 interceptions, 2nd most.
And that ball is picked off Monteric Brown.
Cornerbacks, Monteric Brown with 12 passes defensed and a 69 rate. Jerrion Jones held his targets to a 62 rate. They were the 3rd toughest team on wideouts, holding them to a 72 rating. Khalil Shakir led Buffalo's pass-catching committee, 719 yards, 300 more than any other wideout on the team. 72 catches, almost twice as many as any of his teammates.
He's hemmed in, fires late, and it's complete to Shakir in the end zone for a touchdown.
Keon Coleman, 31 yards per game, 4 scores.
And Allen throws deflected and caught by Coleman on the tip for 6.
Josh Palmer, Tyrell Shavers, the other wideout options. Maybe more relevant, Allen's tight end combo. Jacksonville wasn't as strong versus the tight end position. Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid combined for 9 TDs this year.
Pulls the trigger, end zone, touchdown! A bullet! Josh Allen to Dawson Knox.
As mentioned, Allen did take 40 sacks. The weak spot, though, was guard Osiris Torrance, who gave up 8.5.
One-on-one with Torrance, and it's just get him off me. Right down the middle, holy cow.
Once again, Jacksonville didn't bag a lot of quarterbacks, just 32, only 5 teams with fewer, but Eric Armstead had 5.5 from the inside, so look for him to go after Torrance. Trayvon Walker is still a threat despite only making it home 3.5 times. Josh Hines Allen, their top bag man with 8 on the year.
He gets hit. He's going to get sacked. Josh Hines Allen got him. Josh has set the franchise career record for sacks.
Those dudes up front may not have planted a lot of quarterbacks, but they made up for it by being beasts against running backs. Cook looking at a front that held backs to 3.9 a carry, 3rd lowest in the NFL.
Taylor trying to make something out of nothing. Trayvon Walker having a big-time second half.
Weren't as stingy versus quarterbacks, but 4.6 per run allowed isn't terrible. Won't find a game with more similarities on paper. Jacksonville 7-2 playing in front of the Duval Crazies. 4-3 versus 500-plus teams. Bills 2-3 versus teams with more wins than losses. 5-3 playing playing the visitor role. And how's this? Bills Jaguars tied 10-10 overall, 2 playoff meetings between them, one of them the very first time they ever met, and it was a gem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the House of Horrors. Rich Stadium in Buffalo, New York. No playoff team has ever come into this stadium and walked away with a victory.
In Jim Kelly's final game, the Bills wasted little time by scoring 2 first-quarter touchdowns. Could they run the ball? The answer was a natron bomb named Means.
35 to 40 on his feet. He's gone. Natron 15-10 down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line of Buffalo. There's the snap, the handoff. Natron wants to cut it up, waits patiently, breaks a tackle. He's at the 30. Natron 25-20. He's gone. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Holy smokes, talk about putting it in your face.
Third and goal from the 2. Brunell in the shotgun will throw. Go screen. Jimmy Smith will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Attempt will be from 45 yards in a swirling wind by Mike Hollis. The snap, the placement, the kick is up. It's got plenty of distance, and it is good.